Welcome back to Pirate Warriors 3. We're going to be continuing on our journey of playing through the characters that didn't make it into Pirate Warriors 4, and on to the last character today, and we're playing Perona today, which I actually saved for last, partially just because I had to unlock her, but also because she is one of my favorite characters up there with an L. Like, I find her really fun to play, and she's one of the characters I'm really sad never made it into Pirate Warriors 4. And I think, like some of the other characters, I think Flight would have been really good with her because she can go into her ghost form. She can kind of just fly, essentially, with, like, a lot of her abilities. So, like, it would lead to a lot of good combos with the Air's ability. And just overall, she's really fun. You'll see right here, I think I'll use that ability with the ghost, and then if I use the snap ability, it kills all of them. And that'll, like, build up your rush gauge so fast. It's really useful. And I just find her combos really fun. She uses her teddy bear a lot, and then a lot of the, like, ghost explosions. And you can, like, stun enemies with the negative effect. And, like, my skill I have equipped will make me do more damage when they're in that state. So she's pretty good overall. You wouldn't think that she'd be that great of a character, but she's really fun. I do like her in Burning Blood as well, but I'm not quite as good with her in that game just because I find the mechanics in that game to be a little bit wonky with in the way of comboing. But still is a really fun character. I also like this game. She does have her post-end pre-time skip outfit. She also has two outfits from, like, the Dynasty Warriors series, which is also pretty cool. That I don't think they did any of that in Pirate Warriors 4. Maybe they did? I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was a lot of those outfits. I also haven't had a chance to really use some of the DLC outfits yet, because I did buy them all, and like, I bought the, like, pack with all of them, but there's, like, Tashigi and like, wearing the outfit she was wearing after her and Smoker swap bodies. So she has, like, her open top was essentially just her tits out, and then there was a lot of just, like, movie outfits and a whole bunch of other shit. There's just a ton of characters that came in that I just haven't really had a chance to play yet. But I am really having a good time coming back to this game. I enjoyed it when I played it, and then I kind of had that, like, burnout when I was doing the Platinum Trophy. And then I liked Pirate Warriors 4 gameplay a lot when I first went into it, and I still do like it. But going back to this game, there is a good, unique charm that it has that Pirate Warriors 4 is kind of missing. And I really like the combo attacks too. It adds a lot to the game, I think. Although do think they should be skippable, because they can run on a bit long. Like, I think it's a bit unnecessary when you have 5 characters if it shows, like, every single person. I think at that point you could just show, like, the final, like, attack group shot type of deal. Ooh, Mihawk. Should be able to get him without too much trouble, though. Let's see if I can, did a totally wrong combo, but got Luffy out anyways and did some damage to him. But yeah, she has pretty good AoE stuff too. It's not, like, super ranged, but also in this game it's I don't think most characters don't have quite the range that some of the DLC characters from Pirate Warriors 4 have, unless you're playing someone like Fujitora, who essentially can clear a full square of a map in one attack, which is always crazy to me. See if we can get Zoro down here pretty easy. Technically is not technically a fight, but like a matchup of characters that goes well together if they're meeting after Sabaody. Which I really loved her pairing with Zoro and Mihawk during their training in the time skip. That was something I liked a lot, actually. I think doesn't get quite enough appreciation, and I hope we get to see her more down the line. I forget when the last time we've seen her. I think it was when Like all of the warlords lost their titles, and their navy was coming to get everyone. I think she left Mihawk like a couple days before that or something like that. Because I remember seeing her in like Wano animation, I'm pretty sure, with like really clean animation. And speaking of seeing people in new animation, we saw Vivi at the end of this episode. What was that? 1106 was the last episode I watched. And she was with Big News Morgans, who's a really a character I like a lot. Also found out something I hadn't heard before, but apparently was revealed already somewhere else. But in like the post-credit scene where the two different Vegapunks are talking, Lilith and I think it's Atlas, they reveal that he's a Devil Fruit user that's always in his hybrid man-beast form. I, for some reason, kind of thought he might be like something like a Minx or some other tribe around the world or something like that. But he is just constantly in a man-beast form, which is really cool to me. And I wonder if he's either a face... Oh, we also gotta say Luffy. I wonder if he's a face we've seen before or a face someone else knows already. Or is like a famous in some way. That'd be really cool. I doubt it'll come that big into play, but you never know with Oda and what tiny details matter and what are kind of just like for that arc and not too super relevant. Like I'm still like not sure if like at the end of Thriller Bark in Perona's arc, it's revealed that like in the Floridian Triangle that there's like the giant monsters walking around. And I would really like to know what the relationship of them and the world is, especially with the lore that we're finding out in the current like manga. Because I don't see people talk about those very often, and I'm not sure if it's just because it's assumed to be like not a gag, but like a thing just tied to that location and kind of like a one-off thing, or if it'll come back. Also, speaking of people coming back in the manga, when we're in like a moment where we're seeing a bunch of people around the world, and we've seen like a lot of like random characters. Like we also just saw the guy from Orange Town, where Orange Village or whatever, where he was with the dog. I forget his name off the top of my head. And then we saw the guy on stilts. It's just so cool to actually see these characters be not really super relevant at all, but still appear in the world. Because that's one thing that I kind of hate in a lot of other long-running shonen, that essentially a lot of early characters in the series just completely disappear. Where in the case of One Piece, a lot of the characters that we meet early on don't have a big role even yet in the story, but are still relevant to everything we learn about, relevant to other characters, and a lot of them that were introduced as like strong. Like we meet Mihawk as like one of the strongest characters in like episode 24 or something like that, and he still is a top tier in the world. Like that hasn't changed at all, and I really appreciate that about One Piece. Because for example in like Dragon Ball, every character that we meet early on is completely irrelevant, essentially, which is one of the downsides of Dragon Ball, because I really like a lot of the characters that kind of became irrelevant, and that's just kind of one of the downsides when you're dealing with power scaling and building a massive world. So I think Oda does a pretty overall good job. Did that ghost look big to me? That looks big for some reason, I'm not sure why. Maybe there's certain combos or something, it makes it bigger for a bigger AoE attack. Also, compared to Moria, her move where like she sits still and like her ghost leaves her body, compared to Moria's where he like uses the shadow, much safer to use, I would say. Like her move does good stun, and you can like back out of it and still get like the effect off from exploding with the ghost wrap, like unique ability. So she's actually a really fun character. Playing her again like this is really making me want her in Pirate Warriors 4. I would love if they did like a free update pack or something that just included a lot of the old characters that never made it in. or even just like a cheaper DLC pack that just includes a bunch of characters. And I would also be fine if they weren't like crazy. Like if they did a bunch of characters that were like in previous games, I wouldn't be super upset if they weren't like the most OP characters ever, and like not super in depth like some of the characters we get in the DLC now. Like, cause in Power Warriors 4 now, when we get a DLC, they're essentially just super OP. Ooh, this is gonna be clean. Nice. Yeah, like she's just so fun. Her abilities are just work really good for this game, I find. She's like a technical character that I actually find works effectively. Because a lot of the times I find when they try and do like the more unique stuff, it just kind of becomes a burden rather than actually a benefit, unless you're really min-maxing your gameplay towards it, which kind of then starts to take out the fun of this type of game in my opinion, because I kind of like just being able to hop on, do combos, kill fucking giant waves of enemies, and be on my way. I do wish there was a more like 1v1 aspect of the game, which I think might be available in one of the like DLC episodic mission things, which I might pick up soon, because I do want to play through that. I am doing a lot of Xenoverse on the channel at the moment just because we got a new pack. I sadly can't play the story mode for that game because you just can't record it with the in-game system. Like, you have to have a capture card, which is pretty annoying because it is fun and I am liking the cutscenes, and the actual way it's set up is fun. Like the first DLC mission was like essentially playing the first Broly movie, but you as the person that like absorbs energy and kills Broly at the end of the movie instead of Goku. So I like the first one. I played a lot, and so I'll probably pick up this DLC pack for this game whenever I get a chance, and then start uploading some more Fire Warriors gameplay. I also might upload a bit of Demon Slayer just because I have been watching it, and I am actually enjoying the new season, so I might do a video, either some online gameplay on that, because I still have it downloaded, the Demon Slayer game. I just haven't played it in a long time, so I'd probably get my ass whooped online, but it might be funny for a video, so that might be something upcoming in the future too, but not 100%, that's just a maybe. I kinda iffy on doing other things at the moment, just because Xenoverse and Pirate Warriors and like One Piece are kind of like my main things, constantly ongoing when I'm playing games, and they're easy for me to make commentary over just because I'm used to the gameplay and I like the series both very much, so I can talk about. Plus they occasionally pull in pretty good views. Sometimes they only do like 100, a couple hundred, maybe like only 30 or 50 views or something. But then every once in a while, a Pirate Warriors video or a Xenoverse video will get over 1,000 views, which is way more than I ever expected on this channel. So I do like putting out content that actually does reach some audience of people. Although I do still kind of want to finish playing through Injustice, the second game, because even though that game didn't do like any views on my channel, I think those are some of like my worst performing videos ever. I really enjoyed playing through that game, and it was part of the reason why I started to get back into comic book stuff, or it was kind of a product of me getting back into comic book stuff, because I had been sort of out for a little while, and then I was getting back into it, and I was actually really enjoying everything, especially with X-Men 97 going on. And now that that's over, I'm pretty sad. Looking forward to the next season a lot, though, because first season was good on pretty much every episode. There was maybe one or two that were a bit lackluster and could have been done a bit better, but other than that, it was so damn good. And then we got peak One Piece like every week. The fucking Kuma and Bonnie flashback is gonna be so sad when we get that. It's crazy. But yeah, wanted to hop on, finish playing through the missing characters. One of them probably my favorite of we've played. Her, Garp, and Anaru are probably my top favorites that we played. But that'll be all. Thanks for watching, and peace.